Yeah. We do, oh, nah.
We go.
Oh, nah.
I done did this
Check. 1, 2.
I know how it
In the place to be. Let's go.
I've been there, done that, detour, turn back, circle the end zone, call this a comeback. I've been here for years, all them obstacles I persevered. I've been run to the bottom and I glimpse at the top. I was stuck in the middle, but I still not stop. Mama ain't raised no fool, Papi tell me so, not make nobody take you.
We're on a mission. We good. Can't blur with vision. We good. All the clouds chasing all that cat. They ain't gonna get you nowhere. We good.
Check. 1, 2. Let's go.
Oh, na na na. 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 Oh, na na. Oh, na na na.
Tell a friend. Because the man himself, Kyle Sexius in the building. Let's go.
We go some Benz to the city, litty. Body on my arm, on my wrist, rich and milly. Silly, everything up low, keeping it up low. Haters couldn't feel when them see me. Fake friends talking about gimme. When I wasn't good, not a dollar, them would let me. But I man no beggy, I go getty, all about the fetty, baby.
Everybody mission. We good. Can't blur with vision. We good. All the clouds chasing all that cat. They ain't gonna get you nowhere. We good. Oh, na na na. 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 We good. Stand firm on the mission. We good. Can't blur with vision. We good. All the clouds.
Make sure y'all share the live tonight, y'all.
Ain't gonna get you no. We good. Yeah. We do, oh, nah.
We go.
Oh, nah.
I done did this so many times before. I know how it goes.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that, detour, turn back, circle the end zone, call this a comeback. I've been here for years, all them obstacles I persevered. I've been run to the bottom and I glimpse at the top. I was stuck in the middle, but I still not stop. Mama ain't raised no fool, Papi tell me so, not make nobody take you.
Everybody mission. We good. Can't blur with vision. We good. All the clouds chasing all that cat. They ain't gonna get you nowhere. We good. Oh, na na na. 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 Oh, na na. Oh, na na na. Oh, na na. We good.
We go some Benz to the city, litty. Body on my arm, on my wrist, rich and milly. Silly, everything up low, keeping it up low. Haters couldn't feel when them see me. Fake friends talking about gimme. When I wasn't good, not a dollar, them would let me. But I man no beggy, I go getty, all about the fetty, baby.
Everybody mission. We good. Can't blur.
Check. 1, 2.
We good. All the clouds chasing all that cat. They ain't gonna get you nowhere. We good. Oh, na na na. 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 Oh, na na. Oh, na na na. Oh, na na na. We good. Stand firm on the mission. We good. Can't blur with vision. We good. All the clouds chasing all that cat. They ain't gonna get you nowhere. We good.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another good edition of the JMO Talk Show with yours truly, Russ Hills. Tonight, we have a great show in store for y'all tonight. Finally, we got the man himself, Mr. Kyle Sexius. Kyle, fix my credit. Yes, it's all about credit tonight. So if you want to talk about getting your credit fixed or have some kind of idea how to work this thing, because I mean, in today's time, it's all about credit. It's not about the dollar. It's all about the credit, especially if you're living in America, man. You know, they ain't care how much money you have. You could have $10,000 in the bank, but if you have bad credit, you ain't getting jack. So we got Mr. Kyle Sexus. This man, he'd have a good idea of what to do. He could give you an idea of, you know what I'm saying, getting your credit fixed. So make sure y'all tell a friend, man. I mean, we're going to have a good time tonight. Finally, we got Mr. Kyle Sexus in the building. He's from the Virgin Islands. We're going to talk to him in a few minutes, get to know him, get familiar, because I know a lot of people, when it comes to credit, people, it's kind of wavy. You know, I'm a little uncomfortable about telling people, hey, man, I got a 539 credit score, you know. I mean, indeed, you know, that's bad, you know what I mean? But he don't care who you are, what type of credit you have. He's gonna make sure he gets you to a level that you could get that new car, that house that you've been flipping the magazines and looking at. He's gonna try to make sure you get you eligible. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna tell you that's the background on how to get this thing here going. It's all about credit tonight. So make sure y'all tell a friend, share this live. Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. I'm going to be reading some of your questions. So if you have any questions for Mr. Kyle Sexus tonight, make sure you post it on your Facebook Live so I can read it to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. I see you. Stacy Rose, we good. Yes, we good tonight. Cameron Roberts, Figgy, what's going on? Tasha, my cousin, all the way from the DMV. Lisa Donovan. Hey, Kurt, all the way from California. Hey, who else we got? We got a lot of people in the building, man. So make sure y'all share the live, tell a friend, man. And of course, my classmate, Kelson, all the way from Florida. And of course, my wife, Tiffany Sills. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. So without further ado, we have the man himself, Mr. Kyle.
Yo. What you saying?
What's going on, man?
Hey, bro. Hey. I know it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We made it.
First of all, let me just say thank you for taking time. I mean, I know you're the busy guy. We've been trying to get this thing going from Central and Afghanistan. Then you went Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You've been just traveling all over the world, man. So I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man. You know,
definitely.
And thank you. I thank you for that. That's all I could ask for. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to
what's
yourself.
good?
Man. What you're doing is dope. I mean, bringing people to talk about things that's necessary.
Hold on, somebody's trying to call me. Hold on. Okay, what's going on with this? Is that you or that's me?
Wow, not me.
That's my daughter calling me. Come on. That's my daughter. I'm sorry. That's my daughter calling.
This girl.
Yeah. She called me. I forgot to tell her I'm the phone. Okay. All right, I do apologize. That's my daughter. I gotta call her when I finish. She's probably saying I ain't hear from you all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate that, dog. So what's going on?
Everything blessed, bro. Can't complain. Like I said, like you say, we were trying to get this thing started for a long time. At least this interview. But
right.
I was working as a defense contractor overseas. I've been to Iraq, Afghanistan, Dubai, Djibouti, Africa, Kenya, Uganda, all over the place, just doing work. And while I was overseas, I was making an income, but I didn't have the credit that I needed to. I was getting denied for basic stuff. So I'm like, yo, if I making good bread, why I can't get approved for a car or a house or something? Mm-hmm. And they would be like, hey, your credit is shot. I was like, man. So I had to really make that decision to like start paying attention to this thing called credit that everybody else talking about except our community, that we don't talk about it. So I really had to start paying attention to that stuff and like learning the ins and outs, learning what we were never taught, you know, as a community. because what our parents teach us, save your money and don't spend your money. If you get a credit card, it's for emergencies and emergencies only. You don't use it. You buy gas with it and you pay it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they didn't know no better because nobody taught them. But when you see people from different communities and you hearing them say, "Oh, I always use the bank's money. I don't ever use my money," it's like how come we weren't taught that? You know?
Right. Right.
Like, how does that work? How does that work when you don't have to use your money,
Right.
and we could use the bank money to get what it is we need? Because whatever I get is hours and hours and hours of work that I put in, so I could get a paycheck, so I could save enough to go buy that thing. Where their money sitting down in their account, and they just leveraging this invisible thing called a credit score, right? And using that to get what it is they need. So I made a cognizant decision to really, learn about this credit thing, get my credit fixed first and foremost. When I did it, I didn't have a bigger community in mind. I was just a novice, just like, hey, let me learn this so I could fix my credit, so I could get my house, and in doing so, I was able to learn as much as I learned, and then I applied what I learned, and I was able to get my house. And then after that, I was able to leverage my credit to, get another house. And then I would, like, my family members and stuff, I'd be like, bro, you're hustling backwards. This is what you need to do. You need to fix your credit. Let me fix it. And I would just be fixing my partner, them, and a couple of my family members' credit, just for free. I wasn't charging nobody. Because my time is more important to me than anything else. And I'm like, yo, this is so time consuming. I don't want to commit to this. So I ain't hunting for no money. I all right. But then one of my friends talked to me. I was like, bro, you see how you changed my life? I couldn't get approved for apartment. I couldn't get approved for apartment. I was almost homeless. I was moving from place to place to place. People were kicking me out. People was fed up with me living on the couch, and I needed an apartment. I had the money. I just didn't have the credit. You fixed my credit, and I was able to get approved for apartment. And what you doing, you need to share that with other people, because other people going through similar situations like what I went through. So I was like, I hear you, but man, my time is more important than anything else,
Right.
And then a couple more friends came to me with that type of sentiment, and I was like, all right, okay, let me take this thing live and public and help others. So again, I ain't doing this for no money, for no quick bread, for no quick eat. One thing that we as a community need to understand is
Trust.
Not only that, but it's not only at the top. The communities before us, when they find out what works, they used to hold on to that, hold that information inside and don't share it, and don't help nobody else get to that, because I so focus on feeding my family. If you find out that what I know and how I can make money, then they ain't gonna get enough food for me to feed my family, because you gonna come and infiltrate on my food. So I gonna keep this to myself. That's the way we used to operate. But what ended up happening is, when you operate like that and you get to a place where you're to the top and you start going into these other rooms with other people that's doing prominent stuff like yourself, and you start feeling so uncomfortable in those rooms, because what? You're the only black person there. A bunch of white people around you, a bunch of Asians around you, a bunch of Indians around you, and they are ingratiated amongst themselves because it's a bunch of them, but you're the only black person. So even though you get to that place of prominence, that place of success, you still uncomfortable, because you ain't bring nobody with you. You ain't bring none of your partner them with you. You ain't bring your community with you, that I could go in there and wear a big chain them and whatever and still feel comfortable in your own skin, because it's lonely at the top. So you up there by yourself. Your community need this information. You ain't sharing it with them. And you just up there feeling alone in these rooms with other people that brought their community with them. So I just had to try get my community to listen to what it is I saying, to implement what it is I saying, and just walk towards getting towards generational wealth, bro.
Let me just actually piggyback on what you just said, as far as like that stigma. I'm going to use that word stigma, that we was taught back in the days, whatever you learn, don't share it with everybody, because you got haters and people gonna take what you get, and they're gonna try to, that biting type of mentality, crabs in a barrel mentality. Now that we've seen that, hey, listen, we have other nationalities that when they get on, they send it for their own people to come and do the same thing that they do. And they promoting generational wealth. You see what I'm saying? Whereas we support, when back in the days, Black people was the minority. And now it's like we fade, we still have the numbers, however, as far as power, we fading away. And I see what you're saying, that is only you, that one person, the elephant in the room. Whereas we need more other than elephants. We need that lions, those lions in the den. We need more lions in the room. And I really appreciate that you see what going on, and you say, you know what, ain't fun to be in a room by myself, especially with the only Gucci chain in the room. You know what I'm saying?
And then I feel uncomfortable like I talking my chain because I is the only person in there with a big chain. So now I feeling out of place. Nah, I bringing out my other partner and them with big chain and they with me.
Right. But what is one of the problems though that you kind of see that when it comes to our own, that and like I said, I use the word trust, that a lot of people, when it comes to like credit, since we don't know too much about credit, we try not to like expose ourselves. Is that one of the biggest problems that you're seeing with helping people trying to get their credit fixed?
So the thing is with it, people don't trust what they don't understand. So that's the biggest thing. If you don't understand something, of course, you ain't gonna trust it. You see what I'm saying? So if I don't understand how cryptocurrency works and what cryptocurrency is, I don't trust that. You know, if I don't understand how real estate works and how I could get rich from real estate, I don't trust it. So people don't understand credit, whereas somebody gonna give me money and then I got pay them back and with interest and they gonna make more money off of me. No, I go there gonna hold my money. But the beautiful thing about credit is you use it to leverage it. If you have an idea that will make you $100 and all you need is $10 to start, but you don't have $10, you could either wait the 2 years they're gonna take you to save $10, or you could go ask somebody, the banks, to borrow you this $10. They lend it to you. You implement your idea that gonna make you $100. You make that $100. You pay them people back there $10, and now you're $90 richer. So the thing is, it's not necessarily that the community like don't trust it, is they don't really understand it. Because if they were to understand it, they would understand what I saying don't sound crazy, because guess what? I understand it. If a Spanish person come to me speaking Spanish and I don't know a lick of Spanish, I ain't gonna look at them like they're crazy.
You'll trust
them neither. But if I fluent in Spanish and they're talking to me in Spanish, I understanding every single thing you're saying. So the person next to me that don't speak Spanish looking at us like, what is man talking about? Right. So don't be on the outside and what is man talking about? Let me just hold on to my coins, because lack of information is what killing our community, bro. The ignorance.
And that's a good point. Lack of communication is what killing our community. And the conversation that we had earlier, and I just wanted to share with the listeners, when I tell Kyle, I say, I'll be honest with you. I only started 5 years ago, start taking my credit seriously 5 years ago. And I'm 47, so I'm way behind. And I was telling him, I said, man, the amount of money I lose and just throw away just to throw away sick. Imagine if I know what I know now. When I was 22 years old, I think I would have been way better than where I'm at. I'm good now. I'm comfortable. I'm in a zone. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, imagine if we had that knowledge when we were 22, Kai. You know what I'm saying? All those stuff that we complaining about, especially in our community in the Virgin Islands, man, this and that, and the Arab them get this, and the white people them taking this and that. Imagine if all of us in the hood had good credit, had good, even if they had a 4-year bachelor degree, but just the fact that he had good credit, good understanding about how to manage money. We probably, them same black that man tore for, whatever we call it, hood. Imagine if like 20, 30, 50 man put their money together, they would buy a whole complex.
Can I let me touch on what you talk about just now. So first of all, the reason we didn't know, our parents they didn't know, so they couldn't teach us what they don't know, right?
Right.
So years and years ago, the white folks, well, yeah, let me just say the white folks. The white folks didn't. They were able to go get a house, buy a house, and then they buy a house for 20,000, and then they hold that house, and the kids went to school for however much years. They go 13 years. They went to school for 13 years later. The kid graduate from high school, and the kid get into a good college, and it's like, honey, let's buy a second house. How? We gonna refinance this house. So boom, they pull $100,000 worth of equity out of the house, buy another house. So now they get generational wealth. That's how it starts.
Right.
So then now they're teaching that to their kids because they understand it. We couldn't borrow from the banks. The banks wouldn't borrow to black folks. And that's why we're paying catch up. So our parents didn't know this information. Our grandparents didn't know this information that they could have teach to our parents, that they could have teach to us. But the information now they know.
Right.
So at some point in time, we have to stop saying, oh, we didn't know, can nobody teach me, and go learn it. You check? We have to do that. Second to what you talk about. We grew up in a household, mother, father, sister, brother.
Right.
Okay. And we all old now. Sister, I can't wait to get out of this house from mommy because she always in my business and I just ready to go. You check? So mommy, the sister decide as she reach 18, she get her little job. She go get an apartment. She could barely afford this apartment, but guess what? She don't want to be up on her mommy at all.
Right.
Right behind her mom. So mommy has my business. I want to smoke my little weed, and she don't want me smoking in the house. I want my own thing. Boom. Yeah. Right. Next brother, the same thing. So mommy in the house by herself. And what those four people, what they doing? All four of them renting an apartment. So if you calculate the $1,000 that little big sister paying a month, the $1,000 that little bro paying a month, and the $1,000 that the last child paying a month, that's three. Plus the $1,000 that mommy paying a month, that's $4,000. $4,000 in our household. Imagine if they were supposed to circulate that money together and go buy a complex, an estate, and they could afford a $4,000 mortgage together, right. But separated, we could only afford $1,000, right? When you look at them big houses in St. Thomas and the VI and wherever else that the Arabs and stuff own, the thing is, estate, and guess what? All of them live under the same roof. They make the house big enough that, yeah, you ain't want mommy in your space, then guess what? You stay down the hall where you ain't got to see mommy. But guess what? You staying in the same roof. Right. We are staying here together. The spirit of togetherness, the Arabs understand it, the Indians understand it, some of the whites even understand it. But we want to be individuals so much because we want to buy in our business and we want to do this by ourselves and this, blah, 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 whatever the reason. Right. So we divide and we split up. I just show you how a household, each of them paying $1,000 for rent, which that's not something that I'm making up. This is real time. People, and they pay more, I just say $1,000 because they being modest. Yeah. But no, look how if all four of them was supposed to combine that income and yeah, you know what kind of house you could get for $4,000? A $4,000 a month mortgage? And that household could afford it. But they all want to be individuals so bad that they go out and they get their own stuff. They want not even their own stuff. They go rent an apartment, each of them, and then nobody in that household will have any type of generational wealth to pass on. So they could have that $4,000 a month mortgage that they would have had, that they could have got a big house in 5, 6, 7 years. They could have refinanced it and buy another house and say, hey, big bro, that's your house. You go move out and do that. And they do the same thing and do the same thing and do the same thing. That's why you're always seeing these Arabs popping up with another house and another house and another house because they understand it.
So here's the thing now. So now that we kind of understand where we went wrong and what our ancestors, our parents didn't learn for them to give it to us. Now that we understand it, we kind of understanding generational wealth or how this thing had to work. Mm-hmm. The question that I had earlier with you is, you could understand something, you could beat a drum to this person and that person could get a beat, right? Mm. But the problem that we have in our society, and let's keep it 100, and I don't only speaking in my community because I don't know other else community. Our biggest problem when it comes to the dollar is we don't like to pay. So my question is, now that we got this information with us, and the biggest thing that I said, Kyle, I said, just like how you could get good credit, you could screw it up by not paying on time. So with that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty as far as how this thing here don't work. Meaning like a step 1, step 2, step 3 program.
All right.
How this thing here about getting good credit and sustaining good credit works.
All right, good. All right, let's get into it. So you have this thing called a credit score. The credit score is made up of credit utilization, meaning how much credit card balances you have total. So if you get 4 credit cards and each of them have $100 balance, that's $400 utilization. You actually max out 100%. So you need to keep your utilization. The internet gonna tell you under 30%, but real credit folks know you want to keep it under 10%. So when you max out your credit card, even though you've never been late on your credit, but your credit card max out, your utilization is at 100% when it's supposed to be under 10%. So your credit score will go down in the toilet, because to the creditors, you're looking like, listen, this man living hand to mouth because his credit card max all the way out and he could barely keep up with his payments. So don't give this man no more money, nobody. Don't give this man no more money because he could barely afford this credit card, right?
Okay.
Another thing.
But let me stop you right there. When you say, I'm glad you said that. I thought it was 30%, but why did you say real credit people know is 10%? Explain that in a little more detail for me, because I honestly thought it was 30%.
And that's the thing. 30% is what is being taught on the internet and the different places, right? But if you 30% in the hole and you apply for new credit, they're gonna be like, bro, you 30% in the hole. 30% close to 50%, which is half, right? So at the end of the day, I gonna give you more money when you're already 30% in the hole. No, I need to feel a little more comfortable. I need to see a little more cushion before I borrow to you, because right now, how we're looking, yeah, you ain't up there, but you're getting there. So you want to be far away from that. So that 30% and that 10% could mean a difference between you getting approved for $1,000 or getting approved for $15,000. Okay, so you always want to stay under 10%, 9% or below is where you want to be when you're talking about utilization. If you don't have no plans to apply for anything, or you ain't trying to get no funding, keep it at 30%. It ain't killing nobody. Your credit score gonna stay right around wherever it is. But if you want to get approved for funding and for what type of credit you try and get, you need to keep it 10% and under.
I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking about, I haven't had a car loan since 2002, 2003. And I was taking it really hard, going out there and getting me something that I feel that, I'm married now and I deserve a new car, or not really a new car, but is it?
You deserve a new car, or she?
Well, hey, she said she don't want no car. No, she said you on your own with that one, though. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I even tell her, I said, look, I'll get something for you and I'll drive your car.
Yeah.
But I'll get you something new. She like, nope, I don't want a car. No, She like, no. So, but I was taking it hard because of, you're watching the news, they say recession, then this bill just passed today with the what they just passed, just to kind of the inflation bill or something like that. So things kind of might look a little better by now in December. So I'm kind of watching the interest rate and all of that. But let me get to what I was saying. When I check my credit, which I do every month, people say check it every week. I get an alert, but I actually sit down once a month and just kind of make sure everything is straight. And my utilization credit was high. And I was like, what's going on? But we have a Home Depot card. together. So that's what's killing us. The Home Depot card. You know what I'm saying? Our regular credit cards is fine. It's good. We pay whatever you put out is what you pay. You're gonna pay. And I try not to do nothing ridiculous with my credit card because I look at them as just in case emergency type of things. But the Home Depot card is what making my utilization score so high.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make sure that we get it at a 30%. But now that you're saying, nah, boss, get it down to at least 10%. So I'm pretty much saying that we need to probably go ahead and just pay this thing off one time. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that was kind of messing with my credit because I saw my credit drop like 20, 30 points. And I was like, I haven't been late on anything. What's going on? So I see now what you're talking about with the utilization score.
So pretty much, if you want to, like say for instance, you want to apply for a car loan, your credit score is like, it's like kind of like when you're going for an interview for a job. You're gonna wear your best, you're gonna look your best, you're gonna sound your best, you're gonna smell your best, you're gonna be prepared. So if you get utilization of 30, 40%, and you want to get approved for a car loan, and this is another thing, you don't just want to get approved for a car loan, you want to get a good interest rate. Okay, an interest rate going to determine if you're going to spend for a $30,000 car, if you're going to spend $300 a month or $600 a month for the same $30,000 car. Your interest rate determines that. Interest rates are determined and based on your credit
score.
So if you have bad credit, you're going to spend more for the same car as if you have good credit. So if you get a card with 30% utilization, yeah, you might get approved, but you're going to get a 17%, as opposed to if you have paid that card down to 10% or under, and you apply it in, now you get 8%. So now your monthly payment is $300 as opposed to $600. Right. So utilization, you want to pay those things down. You want to make sure you ain't gonna late payments on your credit. You want to make sure you ain't gonna collections. And if you get collection and your credit don't apply for nothing, what are you applying for? They could see that you owe somebody money, they ain't giving you no money. Why I gonna owe you? Why I gonna give you money and you owe 7 people money already? Russ, if I know, if you know that I owe your partner, Tom, your other partner, Larry, your other partner, Chico, I owe all of them my money. Yeah. And I say, hey, Russ, look here, things a little rough for me, bro. I kind of going through it, man. I was wondering if you could lend me a little $10,000. What are you going to tell me?
Nah, boss, we ain't gate.
Nah, I ain't gate for you. It's the same thing with the banks. They could see that you owe these people. So if you know you owe somebody money, you have a collection, a charge off, a repossession, don't go ask somebody for money, get your credit fixed. This is what I had to do. I had to get those things removed from your credit report. So if you have a collection, you can't apply for credit to try to pay off a collection. All you're going to end up with is another inquiry, and I'm going to drop your score in it even more.
But I'm glad you bring that up too. And again, like I said, it's only been 5 years since I started really taking serious.
No question is a good question. Talk to me.
If you owe somebody, I remember I owe, this was like 10, 12 years ago, 12. It was around the recession and I lost my job. This was 08, 09, right? And I think I owe a creditor like $800 or something dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't walking. I can't pay it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I use that mentality. Well, I'll just wait till 7 years and they're gonna file out, which it did. Yeah. But for that 7 years, it was hell.
That was rough.
Yeah, it was really rough. Yeah, they say 7 years. It came off 7 years, but I still have in the back of my mind man, that thing probably lingering someplace, somehow, somebody. That creditor might just come up from the dead and say, hey, bro, you owe us $800 or something. What's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that as far as, you know what I'm saying, don't apply to get another card or try to go and get a car if you owe somebody. Explain that, go a little in depth with that part. Because like I said, the only thing that I know, you're working, wait 7 years, and they'll fall off. You hear people tell you that, and I went that route. But I'm saying that maybe it could have been a different way I could have get this here done. So explain to that and tell us a way how to get around that. If you don't want to explain it and have people to, you know, talk to you on a one-on-one, that's fine. But it is something.
Listen, I ain't listen, I do okay in life. Credit ain't my only source of income. Like I said, I was good before I started doing this credit thing. So
right.
Let me tell you one thing about people. If 1,000 people listening, 20 people will take what it is you're saying and apply it. So I ain't concerned about that. I hoping that, you know, that number.
Gotcha.
So as far as 7 years, right? So if I owe $20,000 on a loan, and I said, you know, $20,000 to be back in. So hey, I can just wait the 7 years and wait for this thing to fall off. So I just do the math and my calculator real quick. $20,000 over 7 years, that's $238 a month, right? So for $238 a month, you decide to go 7 years where you can't apply for an apartment, you can't apply for a credit card. Basically, whatever you make from your job, if you have one, is what you're going to eat. And that's not the way to go. Like, we're in a place now where there's people, professionals like myself, that you could reach out to and say, hey, this happened, life happens to everybody. You are go through certain things at certain times. And I owe these people and I couldn't pay. This is the reason, Is there anything you could do for me? There's a lot of laws and stuff that was designed for consumers that people, we don't know about. There's a lot of laws that protect people in these type of situations. So when I doing your disputes and stuff, I reference in the laws, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, you reporting this inadequately. So there's a lot that says, if this is reporting wrong, it has to be removed. So that 20,000 that you had owed, and they had your name as Rosella Celis instead of Russell, and they spell your name wrong, guess what? Your name is what? Russell, not Rosella. That ain't me. Delete this class. And that's how we get a lot of these things deleted. If you 70% of Americans' credit reports are incorrect. Think about how much Americans there are in America. Each one of us have a credit report. There's 3 bureaus. You think they're gonna get everything right? They're not. They're gonna make mistakes. People like me gonna highlight them mistakes and get those reports removed, those accounts removed.
So you said 70%. 70% there'll be like incorrect stuff. What about that 30%? Like, let's say that 30%, if okay, all right, the 3 bureaus, the 3 credit bureau, they have everything correctly. So what now? I still have this debt on my credit card.
Back to me, because that's just one part of the umbrella. One part of it, one part of disputing is if this was if this is incorrect. Our next part of this disputing is called validation. They have to prove. You have to prove that Russ owe this money. So guess what? You owe Banco Popular 20,000. Banco Popular say, hey, Russ, I'm reaching out to you for this 20,000 that you owe us. After 3 months of reaching out, what are they going to do? Send your collections to TAM Collection Company. And a TAM Collection Agency will call you every day saying, hey, Russ, you owe me $20,000. You sign any paperwork with TAM Collection Agency? No. So how you owe them money? I owe Banco money. I don't owe you nothing. That sound, if your daughter borrow money from me and she pay, I don't want to say your daughter. That's a bad example. I borrow money from somebody, from your partner town, right? And I stop paying Tom. And then you say, yo, Tom, Kyle owe you? Yeah. How much you owe you? 20 grand. I give $500 for that debt. Yeah? Okay, go with it. So now you pay Tom $500, right? For the debt that I owed, which is 20,000. And you calling me every day saying, hey, Kyle, guess what? You ain't owe Tom no more, you know. You owe me 20 grand. That don't happen in the real world.
Right.
So, and that's how collection agencies make their money, by hoping that they could get these people to pay them this debt that they never owed to begin with. So that's
Right.
another way. Like if you owe a collection agency, I best hurry up, call me, because you can sit down there and continue paying them people that you never owed to begin with, or you could pay me to get removed. And I guarantee you, whatever it is you're paying me, gonna be less than what it is you got to pay them. This is what they do. They contact the banks. Hey, Bank of America, what kind of debt you have on your books today? Well, Kyle owe me 15 grand. Yeah, I give $300 for that debt. Sold. And they'll call it a charge off or a collection. And then what the banks do, they're gonna go ahead and write that last off, because guess what? I lent Kyle 20,000, he didn't pay me back. So that's a loss that they filing on their taxes, so they could get less money. And that's why when you call the banks after it go to collections, and you call the bank and say, hey, I get this 20 grand, I want to pay you. They're gonna be like, oh, no, you can't pay us. You gotta go pay Tom. You know what they're saying? They can't pay us? Because they already write it off. They already gain that tax break from you not paying off your loan. And they get the $500 that Tom pay them for that loan. So they don't make enough money off of you already. Right. If they take that money from you, they're gonna get in a lot of trouble with the federal government. So that's why they are sending you to go look for Tom.
So why do collection agencies does that? Why do they?
To make money. They want to make money. They want to make money off of the fact that we don't know. Because much people know that they're violating your rights by doing that. And what they're going to do, they're going to be persistent. They're going to ring off your phone every day and say, hey, Russ, you owe me this bread. How much you willing to pay today? Give me something. You ain't got to pay others. Give me something. And when they hang up from you, they're going to call Susie and tell she the same thing. And they're going to instill fear in them and tell them, you got to pay us back, you got to pay us back, you got to pay us back. So guess what? They only spend $500 on that debt. So if you give them $700, they make money. If you give them $500, they ain't lose no money. And it ain't just you. It's thousands of other people that they
people that they call in. Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's how they make their money. That's how more people gonna pay them back than the people that's not. Because we don't know no better. And that's how collection agencies make their money. So there's a bunch of different ways that you could dispute, certain debts. Bad life happened, we all get it. Your punishment for those for life happening to you was those late payments that you got from Bank of America or whoever that send your credit score in the trash and they charge off. But when they go and sell that debt to somebody else, you don't own that debt. Don't exist no more. It ain't yours. I ain't gonna pay. Show me a document where I signed with Tom Collection Agency saying I borrowed 20,000 from them. They can't produce that because there is none. So you don't owe them. So that's.
Have you ever came with a client that, man, they really playing me, man? Like nothing ain't happening right. Like do you come across that more often, or just one out of a bunch? Meaning that this person that reach out to you for fix my credit, but their creditors is giving you a hard time.
Nah, your boy good at what you're doing, bro.
Wow, I'm
really good at this thing. So
wow.
The hardest thing to get removed are bankruptcies, and that's why I charge a different price for bankruptcies. Records. But as far as okay, guys, let me stop there. If you owe people, you don't take money with no intention to pay them back. That ain't what we here for at all. You ain't gonna borrow money from somebody today and come say, hey, Kyle, listen, I just take this 20 grand from these people, me trying to pay them back. I can't, no, we ain't doing that. I ain't here for that. I'm not here for your bad habits, Right. And that's why every client that sign up with me is mandatory that I must sign up for my credit coaching too. Because after I get you through the door, you ain't coming back. I ain't no time for you. My time is more important than any dollar amount you go give me. So once I give you all the tools that you need to understand this credit thing and how it works, when to pay these bills off by, what your utilization is supposed to be, all this information, and you get your credit fixed, and then you get approved for whatever it is you need. Now you fly in, you know what to do. But for the folks that may be listening, I feel that it's okay for me to not pay.
I'm gonna go and get this loan. That's
could afford
25
to pay
G's.
this thing off,
Yeah,
but I ain't just saying paying it because I am not here to encourage that. Me here to
I
encourage.
got you.
If you went through some real serious stuff and your credit ain't good, reach out to me. We gonna get something. We gonna figure it out. But as far as like folks that just try and beat the system, as far as like, yo, I take out this 20 grand yesterday, me paying it back, but I gonna pay you so you could get.
We not doing that.
Yeah.
What's the lowest credit score that you brought back from reality? We don't need no names, but just the numbers.
Yeah, you sign confidentiality agreements with all my clients, bro. So I can't discuss nobody personal credit reports here in detail. But I can tell you, I've seen credit reports in the 450s, 460s, and then in the 780s now. And that's real time. I have receipts. I'm why telling you, check. So that's when it started for me, when a couple of my partners and I had bankruptcies and had all this other bad stuff going on, and they're like, man, bro, I can't get nothing. And I'm like, let me see what I can do. And in just my spare time, I did, dibbling and dabbling, fixing their stuff, and then boom, they back up in the air, and they're like, they can't believe it. They didn't even know it was possible, and they're super, super grateful, and they're like, bro, you can't keep that talent to yourself. You can't keep that gift to yourself. You have to help others. So that's what really inspired me to. They actually inspired me to, bring this and present this here to the community. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Carl Sexius. Am I saying your last name correctly? Because I always thought that was your stage name, I didn't know that was your actual last name, bro.
That's my real last name. It's pronounced Sexius, but people have been saying Sexius for all this time. I don't even correct them no more. Just
I was like, oh boy, keep yourself sharp, and like, maybe them girls back in the days used to call you sexy, you sexy.
Nah. That's my real last name. That's my father's last name. That's my grandfather's last name.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, Cal Sexius in the building. Cal fix my credit. This man here guaranteed he could fix your credit.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know a lot of people, like I said, we talk about it, probably might be ashamed of the credit score or whatever, or probably kind of like, if they're not educated well enough to understand this credit thing, they might not reach out. This brother here telling you, listen here, he already told you, everybody signed a waiver that, confidential waiver. He even explained to you that you got to sign up. Part of the deal, you have to sign up for his credit counseling. You know what I'm saying? He guarantee you that he could fix your credit. What else do you want? But let's talk about.
You sign up for my service, not to cut you out, but if you sign up for my services, we sign in the contract, not only the confidentiality agreement, but if you don't see any positive changes to your credit score in 120 days, you get every dime of your money back. Only people that offer those type of services is people that know what the heck they're doing. So at the end of the day, and that for me, that is to, I know I have a lot of people saying, hey, I could do this, I could fix a credit, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. So it's kind of hard for, the consumers. I understand. It's kind of hard for them to trust every and anybody that's saying this stuff, because they have so much people that saying they could do it and promising results and can't present those results. So, and that's to touch on the trust conversation we had earlier. I don't take it personally when people grilling me and asking me all these questions. I don't. Because a lot of my clients have came from other people that said they could fix the credit, but they didn't do it. They didn't do a good job. So to save my breath, I'd be like, listen, you sign up, 120 days, you don't see anything positive on your report, you know all your money back. Like, if somebody telling you that, and along with the knowledge that they're speaking, if you go on my page and just listen to the stuff I post, and you could see that I know what I'm talking about. Right. Somewhat, so if you match that with the fact that there's pretty much a money back guarantee, what we talking about? Like, I'm gonna answer your credit questions, but as far as you sure you know what you're doing, we ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for that. As a
People gonna
busy
tell you
people,
that. People gonna tell you that for real, Kyle. You sure you know what you mean?
people weird, bro. People are surprised. People gonna always be people.
You sure you know what you're doing, bro?
I don't get every day, but I'll get once in a while. When
Once
I
in a
start to
while.
get back faith in humanity, somebody gonna come alive and be like, "Hey, you
Yeah.
sure? They're doing."
All right, so some people on the Facebook Live wants to know, okay, what are what are the prices that you charge
Okay, so
for the different,
I have
different
two
stuff?
packages, right?
Okay.
I have one that's basic credit repair, and that's basic credit repair where I just bring you in, I dispute whatever negative items you have on your credit report, and then once they get removed and you don't have any negatives left, we done, right? That don't come with the coaching, that don't come with the consultations, that doesn't come with the credit building, and I don't advise that package because I don't feel comfortable just fixing your credit and sending you through the door. But I do understand there's some people that feel like, hey, all I need your help with is removing these things. I don't need all that other stuff, right? I disagree with you, but at the same time, I can't force people. So my second package is for $680, that's $100 more. I dispute all your negative items to get them removed. It comes with credit coaching. You have my personal number. You go hit me up. I give you a credit report once a month. I update every month. Hey, this is what was deleted. A detailed credit report. This is what was deleted. This is how much your credit score went up. This is what's left on your credit score, and this is what we disputed this month going forward. If you have any questions, you shoot me an email, you send me a call, or you give me a call. We have these Zoom calls that we do where we discuss different topics, different credit building strategies and different stuff like that, and how to leverage your credit properly, and how to know when it's time to pay, when you need to pay your bills by, all these type of different stuff to make sure that my clients, like I say, when they leave, they're better off than when they came in. Because the credit coaching to me is way more valuable than a $600, $680 that you're spending, because you're getting so much knowledge. So you ain't never coming back through my door again because you know exactly what it is to do. So that's the package that I push, the $680, and it comes with all the bells and whistles, and we wrap. And then after you get all done with your credit and your credit good and it's built up and your credit score looking good, then we walk you in and take you for funding, whatever funding it is you need, whether it's a car loan, whether it's a personal loan, a consolidation loan, a home improvement loan, a mortgage, whatever it is you need, you let me know, and then we go ahead and get you the funding that you need.
So my last question to you is, and if anybody else have any question on the Facebook Live, let me know. We could just ask.
That's one time. Also, not to cut you off. A $680 is a one-time fee. It's not no monthly fee. One time $680, you pay for my services. You sign up for our credit monitoring, and with the credit monitoring, that's integrated in my software, so we can make the disputes on your behalf. But it's a one-time fee of $680. It's not no monthly. You ain't paying me $680 every month. It's just one time. That price gonna go up soon because, like I tell you, I like my time, and I gain a lot of clients. So that price gonna change. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. I'm gonna start saying that soon because I get a whole lot of clients now, but the word getting out. The word getting out. So if you're on the live and you're listening and you know you have credit issues, guys, I tap in. If you wait 3-4 months from now, that's 3-4 months where your credit would have been fixed or closer to being fixed. So tap in and let me talk. But go ahead, bro. Finish your question.
Yeah. So when you doing the credit dispute, are you disputing everything or just the things that you think that needs to be removed to get you to another level? Are you disputing everything? When I say everything, like things from even if it's 7 years ago, but it's still showing up, still lingering in the back. Are you still disputing that?
Anything that's on your credit report that's negative, I disputing it. So if you have a positive account, a credit card that you've been paying on time, that have it never is not charged off, it's not negative, it's been paying on time, I ain't touching that. There's nothing to dispute there. If you have a car loan that you've been paying on time, no late payments, I ain't touching that. There's nothing to dispute there. If you get a car loan that you've been paying and you had 4 or 5 late payments, or we're gonna dispute them late payments. Because again, the credit bureaus have to prove everything that's on your credit report. They have to prove that happened. So our job is to show them, like to challenge them in proving, oh yeah, how was I late? Because guess what? This is reporting wrong and that's reporting wrong. So this late payment gotta get removed. So that's what we do. So pretty much everything, don't matter if it's on your report, it could have been from 30 years ago, which it shouldn't be on your report in the first place. But if it's there, we're gonna dispute it. So it don't matter as long as it's negative, delinquent, past due, charge off, whatever. Anything that's negative, I disputing it out. I ain't picking and choosing why disputing, and I ain't asking, okay, what is what about and then what about? As long as I see it on your report, we're gonna dispute it.
Got you. So again, if you're just joining us, Kyle Sexius, Kyle Fix My Credit is the credit man. If you're looking to get to another level or start off 2023 on a positive note, from a 450 to a 780 or 820 or 880, this is the man that you need to contact. So Kyle, shout out, give us your social media information, your contact information. Like I tell you this earlier, bro, you're gonna need 2 to 3 phones. You'll be walking around with like phones in every pocket, because I'm telling you, people about to call you. Once this inflation bill does pass, meaning that they're gonna try to see if they could lower some of these interest rates so people could start, really going out there and buying stuff. So again, people are gonna be looking to get the credits fixed. What are your social media information? Your contact information if you like to think. And please, if you're listeners, Facebook listeners, please, if you're gonna contact Kyle, contact him about serious business. Don't contact him about trying to pick his mouth or pick his head, or like you said, you know what you're doing type of conversation. Don't waste the man's time. The man already done said is his time is money. His time is more valuable than anything. So please, if you're gonna reach out to him, please reach him out with the intention that it's all about business. All right, go ahead, Kai.
So I just dropped my my website link in the comments as you were talking. So if you and it's live and you're interested in getting in touch with my services or whatever, just click that link. They're gonna take you straight to the website, fill out an inquiry. I'm gonna respond and we're gonna go from there. But you can find me on Facebook, Kyle Sexius on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram at Sexius_enterprises. And you can find me at www.crediblesource.com. That's the name of the company, Credible Source. Get your credit fixed from a credible source. I ain't hard to find. Like, we from a community where if you're doing stupidness and somebody ain't happy with your services, you won't get blasted.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
do this online, hundreds of clients.
And bro, I've been following you for a while, and I said, when I start seeing the positive results, I said, I need to reach out to this brother, man. Yeah. And like I said, I've been trying from like last year.
Right. I say you ain't lying, bro. It's been since last year.
It's been last year. It's been last year. Me and Kyle been keeping in touch, and he been letting me know he's in Afghanistan. You got to go out, and it's just timing. And I really appreciate that you take time out, and again, we could have talked about a lot of stuff, but I feel that if people are serious about getting the credit fixed, hit him up. He already put his link on the Facebook Live. Hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Inquire. He already tell you the price. The price for just regular credit fix, what, $580?
$580, yeah.
And then the other one, which is he's giving you counseling session, he's fixing your credit.
credit building.
Good credit building. He even get his phone number where
Exactly.
you can wake him up at midnight.
No, you ain't waking me up at midnight. After 5 o'clock, don't call me.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, you get his personal information that you could talk to him one-on-one. That's 680 and much, much more. Hey,
But
Kyle, I mean, I
honestly,
appreciate you.
before you fade out, bro. Listen, this is credit, guys. It's something we weren't taught, but it's something that's very, very necessary. All right. Credit, every millionaire and billionaire, they got there, majority of them got there from leveraging their credit. So this isn't something that we should be afraid of. If you have a 640 credit score, you have bad credit. You have a 660 credit score, you get bad credit. If you got 600, 690, 700 credit score, if your credit score is at 700, listen to me closely. You have bad credit. Okay? Your credit score needs to be 740 and above. Let me say that again. If you got 700 credit score, you have bad credit.
You just embarrassed me, man, Kyle. You just hot me hard just now.
Listen to me.
700?
Yeah, because guess what? I'm going to explain why, though. I'm going to explain why. Experian, TransUnion, and credit Equifax are going to tell you you have fair credit or good credit, right?
Right.
But that's where they want you guys. Because when you have excellent credit, 740 and above, you get the best interest rates. Okay, you get the best interest rates on your loans. But when you are at a 660 to a 700 in that area where you say you have fair or good credit, you know what? That's the sweet spot. You know why? Because guess what? Their credit ain't excellent. And we know they're going to pay us back because the credit ain't bad. So we could give them these high interest rates. We could approve them for these loans that they're asking for. We ain't going to deny them because they're going to pay us back. Because clearly they're in the fair and good range. So they're going to pay us back. So we don't really have nothing to lose here. But guess what? Because they don't have excellent credit, 740 and above, we're going to get them a higher interest rate and we're going to make more money off of them. So I know when I say that a lot, I was like, yo, he know what he's talking about. If you get a 600 to a 700 credit score, your credit is trash. Get your credit fixed. We try and get to 740 and above. My clients ain't coming out of my program unless they get 740 credit score, you know, to the point where they walking in and they gain approvals on the first try and they gain the best possible interest rates. Because we don't just want to get approvals, guys. We don't just want to get, yeah, you've been approved. Oh, you got approved for a $20,000 car. Your monthly payment is $900 a month. That don't make no sense. That's because the interest rate is high. So again, if you a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people and say, yeah, man, I got a good credit score. You know, my credit score like a 680. Bro, your credit score ain't good. It's not. It's what they look at. They don't pay attention to the good and the fair, you know. They really pay attention to the bad and the excellent. If you're bad, you ain't getting approved. If you're excellent, you're getting approved for everything. If you're fair, you're gonna get approved, but guess what? You're gonna pay us back a lot more money. You don't when you dress up to go outside, you don't want to look fair. You don't want to look good.
Excellent. You want to look
excellent. So why in your credit you ain't gonna have that same approach? We ain't settling for fair and good. We ain't settling to just get approved just for gain approved sake. We want to get the best possible interest rate. So guess what? 740 and above. Tell a friend to tell a friend if your credit score is less than 740, the credit score is not good. You need to reach out, hit your boy up. I'm wearing my shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Can I fix my credit? Holla at your boy and let me get you where you need to be so you can start getting approved for whatever it is you need, so you can launch your businesses, so you could fund your businesses, so you can get approved for your home or whatever it is you need at this point in time. Just reach out. We're going to get this thing rolling, get you guys good credit, and we're going to work towards the generation.
That's some big shoes to fill, Cal. Big shoes to fill. You got me like, wow.
They ain't gonna tell you.
I'm saying like I'm good, you know, 700. I'm good, you know what I mean? You say that shit is trash.
Because guess what? My thing is, for my standards, that's not. At the end of the day, you gonna get approved. I ain't saying you wouldn't get approved from a 660, and I hope everybody understands it. People like to make
sense. You're making a lot of sense.
You know,
you're making a lot of sense.
If you get approved, if you could get approved with a 680 credit score to a 700, you get approved. But with me and you going for the same car, a $20,000 car, I got 740 and you got 700, you're gonna be paying $900 a month and I'm gonna be paying $600. So why not just get it to the 740 so you can get the best possible interest rate? So we don't just want to get approvals. A lot of people just want to get approvals. No, we ain't doing that. We try to get the best possible interest rate. I want the lowest monthly payment ever. I want to keep my money in my pocket. Why gain I have my money for a car? No, I'm going to give you $600 and I'm going to keep $300 in my pocket that I could function with, feed myself, do whatever it is I need to do, as opposed to living to pay for this car with this high interest rate just because I get approved, because my credit was fair or good and they give me this high interest rate. So do with that information why you please. I just pointed it out.
And remember what he said now. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, that coming soon. I'm gonna tell her that soon. Not right now yet.
Not right now.
I'm gonna tell her that soon. Couple more clients calling me at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. I go, you know what? I ain't getting paid enough for this. I need to slow down the amount of clients I get. So guess what? Boom, price gonna go up.
Wow. Hey, you heard from the man himself, Kyle Sexius, Mr. Fix It Credit. Kyle, before we go, how just a little quick buzz. Pet Magic, congratulations on your pet show in the Virgin Islands. Great show. I saw it. I was stunned to see that the Virgin Islands have some beautiful
animals.
Dogs. I mean, honestly, growing up in my time, it was either three type of dogs: Pit Bull, Rottweiler, or German Shepherd. Now people coming with like small hen dogs. People had dogs in baby carriage, you name it. I'm like, wow. I mean, that was really good. Congratulations, my brother, for always thinking outside the box. I know St. Croix is calling. When is your next Pet Magic pet show?
So I ain't announced the next one yet, but it's in the works. There's gonna be another one. Just stay tuned for the flyer. We're gonna put it out pretty soon.
But it's gonna be in St. Thomas or it's gonna be in St. Croix?
Well, St. Croix been calling.
Hey, you know you gotta go over there represented. You know how we stay though. Rock City always have to go over there and show out to us.
Definitely. But them Crucian, they get it. There is more the animal island over there. They get the land and the space, you know. Yeah. So that man been really kind of like, yo, you gotta bring this thing over here. So we working on some things, bro. I gonna announce it when the time is right.
And what about here in Atlanta, GA? Your home, your second home.
Right now, I definitely working on one for Atlanta as well, because now that I'm back and I'm settled and stuff, like a lot of my clients are in Atlanta too. So they getting jealous. They're like, yo, you gonna take this St. Thomas and we right there. You ain't do nothing for weeks. So,
yo, Atlanta is a dog city. I'm telling you, it's a dog city. Definitely. They take dogs. They take dogs real serious here in Atlanta, GA.
And see, the thing is, back in St. Thomas, I knew because, you know, I sell a lot of these. I have a lot of clients in St. Thomas that bought from me. So I'm like, you spend all this money for this dog, where you can't take him. There's no place in St. Thomas where you can take your dog and just be like, you know, hey, look at my dog straight up. You know, it's not much places. You take him on the street for a little while and you take him back home. So when I introduced it, a lot of my clients and a lot of even people that ain't get dogs from you, they were so excited about this because it's like, yo, I paid top dollar for this dog. I have this whole kennel. Who am I gonna bring them out? And people, there's a stigma too that we have these animals and we tie them up to the backyard and feed them fungi and chicken bone and all that food.
Leftover food and thing, yeah.
That's what we know about dogs, but it's a different time. And I was so proud of my community for coming out and showing that, yo, we are responsible dog owners. We are responsible enough to know that we got to take care of our dogs. If you spend $3,000 on a Louis bag, you ain't gonna throw it on in the can and you know, you're gonna take care of it. So
put back in the plastic, everything,
You ain't gonna mistreat the dog. So when I started Pet Magic, I started doing my puppy thing before I even started doing credit, you know, because, you know, a lot of people are reaching out. I like dogs, you know. Where I was living, I couldn't have one as a kid, and I always wanted one. So, you know, when I get my own house, I was like, I definitely get a dog.
Right.
And people would be like, hey man, I want dog, I want dog, da, 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 da. So then I started doing this and then it took off. I post one video and picture of a dog and then I want one. But nonetheless,
So
I'm proud of my community for
Pet
showing up.
Magic is coming soon back to the Virgin Islands and some works in Atlanta, GA.
Definitely, bro.
Most definitely, man. Hey, Kyle, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, your phone about to get blown up from a lot of notifications. I'm telling you, I have a friend, a good friend of mine, my classmate, Idita. She said, I have some people. Let me scroll back up. She said, I have some clients for Kyle. So look out. She's all about business. She's all about, getting things done. Real good friend of mine. Also, I detect she's going to be sending you some clients. So I know you're going to be busy, man. And like I said, that's what the JMO talk show is all about, man.
Checking my phone. I don't know, and that notifications going crazy, guys. So, so this price might not be to this price for real. I might be saying that really soon, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, this is something that you're a brother that you're all about business as well. And like I told you earlier, I said this is you soon might have to have an office space. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You
I
might
mean,
be
I have office space set up in my house, and the beautiful thing about what I got going on is I don't is you don't need to come to. I don't need to see you.
right.
So office space, I get what you're saying. It's going to get to a place where I will need a
More
desk.
people like
Yeah,
you have to train people to do what you do. You know what I'm
I have
saying?
a little staff right now because, bro, ain't no way I could be doing what I'm doing so effectively and the scale that I'm doing it on, which I still scaling. I ain't trying. As long as if I to the top of the line, still going there, and that's what my price is where my price is at. But I know one thing I know for sure is you can't do it by yourself. And a lot of us, that's what we go around in business and life and everything. We try and do everything by ourselves.
Try to hold on, like you said
No.
earlier. We try to hold on with all the knowledge and don't want to spread that knowledge, and that's what we go around.
So I know I know what I know. So I'm gonna train people what I know and implement what I know and duplicate my talents in those folks. So therefore I could get back some of my time. And I ain't here pulling out my hair just all day, every day, just doing disputes. So I have a little smaller staff, and as I need more, I gonna hire more. Because one thing we as a community need to understand is our time is the most important thing. If I lose $100 today, guess what? Tomorrow I can make $100 and make that back. If I lose 100 days, you think I get that back? You don't get that back, bro. So your time is very, very important. Can't trade time for money.
My daughter, if my daughter right now could hear you say that, she'll tell you right now what's daddy saying. And my favorite saying to my daughter is time is money. She always she'd even tell it to her mom, time is money. And I get that from one of my boss when I used to live home. Mr. Watts, he used to tell us that all the time. Time is money. I never understand what he was saying, but as I get older,
a little bit, right? Because there's an evolution to what it is you just said. But it's time is money. Because we know to sit down and trade our time. Go to work, sit, well not sit, but go to work, get paid for our time, right?
right.
We do that for so much years, and we get to a place where we older now. We're not as mobile as we was. We're not as healthy because why? We gave all our time to this job. We gave all our time to this profession. We gave all our time to so time is more valuable than money because you could get another job paying. You could pay yourself. You could get more money. You can't get more time.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I treat time as if it's more valuable than money. So therefore, I could always have, if I could, I've been away from my children a long time in the work that I did. So now I'm in a place where, listen, my time is the most important thing. So I just want to challenge everyone that's listening, like your time is important. Okay. When we get up and we go into these 9 to 5s, guys, I want you to remember it takes you how long to get ready to, you gotta go work for 8 o'clock. You getting up 8 o'clock to go to work. No, you up from 6 o'clock. You getting ready, you doing all of this, say you driving to work. So them 2 hours, you're not getting compensated for that. You getting paid from 8 to 5 or whatever time it is. And then guess what? 5 o'clock, you got to fight that 5 o'clock traffic to get back home. You ain't getting paid for that. So I implore everybody on this Zoom that's on this live that's watching to figure out a way that you could make money without trading your time. Okay. I doing my credible source, and I deal with my puppies and I stuff, and I try my hardest to make sure that I'm not dedicating too much of my time. And that doesn't mean I'm going to compromise my quality of service. I am going to hire people and be like, listen, this is how I could hire more people and I could take more clients and I'll make more money and I'll do less work. I see how that'll work. But if I don't want to share what it is I gain and I want to keep it out to myself, then guess what I gotta do? I gotta do all the work. And then guess what happens?
Frustrated and
I frustrated, my hair falling out, I cussing out my clients for calling me. I really angry all the time. And then what? I just trading all my time for money and I'm very unhappy. That's not a credit thing, guys. That's a life thing. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I follow people that are doing better than me. You know, I pay attention to the guys doing better than me, and that's why it is the preaching. Be careful trading your time for money, because you're gonna get that money, but you can't get that time back. So you want to extend your time, extend your available time, so you could go chill with your data, you could do whatever, and then still be in a place where you're making money. Everybody on this Zoom that's listening have a skill. Every last one of you good at something other than what you go to your job for. How am I good at something? I was good at credit. I didn't know I could have monetized that, but guess what? I monetized it, and there's a bunch of people out there that need it out. Some I could comb hair really, really good. You know, comb your daughter hair every day, and she'll go to school and they'll be like, oh my God, her hair looks so good, your hair looks so good, da 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 da. But yet you standing up in Publix or Lane Bryant or wherever you walking, hotting up your back, trading your time for money, when there's 6 moms in your child's class that's struggling with braiding their kids' hair. So I just saying that to say that's just something separate. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But we need to evolve that way of thinking when we say time is money. Time is more valuable than money. Because if I lose $100 today, I can make $100 tomorrow and get it back. If I lose 100 hours, 100 days, it gone. I can't get it back.
Yeah.
Can't get it back. So I gonna stop blabbering and I go.
But hey, you listen, man. When you see people quiet and they're paying attention, and a lot of people is really paying attention. Shout out to my classmate Idita. She said, "My time is so precious to me now that I'm all and wiser." I feel you. Special good night to Takia, Albert Bell Senior, my sister Janice Porter. How you doing? Special good night to you, Red Gums, Captain Ren. Special good night to you, Malgato, Skibbity Boo. Big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Lilo, Med Minister Todman, thank you for tuning in. She was also going to be inquiring about your credible source as well. Lisa Donovan, all the way from the Virgin Islands, thank you for tuning in. Will E. Harris, what's going on? Roll Tide. Kelson Jordan, my classmate, thank you for tuning in. Vanessa Thomas, special good night to you. Kayamba, big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in. My classmate, Courtney King, all the way from Miami. Thank you for tuning in. Kurt Bratwick, big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Hakim Wright, thank you for tuning in. Miss Santiago, thank you for tuning in. Simone Plaskett, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hey, Asis, Karima, thank you for tuning in all the way from the DMV. Stacy Rose, thank you for tuning in. Kurt Gums, thank you for tuning in. And of course, my wife, Tiffany Sills, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Kyle, it's a pleasure, man. Hey, man, we're going to definitely do a follow-up, hopefully next year. I know you're going to be busy from now until December.
I might, by the time you're ready for me, I might have a whole staff that I have all my time back that I could do a lot more of these here. So
most definitely, man. Most definitely. But I guarantee you, with this show here tonight, you get at least 5 new clients. I guarantee you that. At least 5 new clients. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a start. I could only imagine by now in December or the beginning of the year when we talk again, you'd be like, bro, this thing is off the chain. But I really appreciate you, man. Like I said, it's all about giving back and you know what I'm saying, just paying it forward. and I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you
Appreciate you.
for coming on the JMO Talk Show, and I appreciate you, man. And again, congratulations to Pet Magic. If you're looking for a dog, you can also find you the perfect dog, that special dog, that dog that you always love. He's the man. He also have a pet company as well. So check him out. Kyle Sexius. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok too. Sexius_enterprises on TikTok as well.
Okay, I just started last week, so I'm a Mr.
I ain't get
JMO.
much happening on TikTok. That's the young people thing. I try and keep up.
Yeah, I just started, and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot. But it looks like it could take what you're doing to another level. If you people pay, that's what they do every day. I can't do that. I can't do TikTok every day. But people look like they make substantial income, good substantial income on TikTok. I mean, poor for them, you know. Yeah. But bro, thank you, man. It's 9:23. Keep it locked. I just got some information for y'all about the all-white party here in Atlanta, GA. So I wanted to give y'all a little quick plug on that before we go. Hey, Kyle, thank you again, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. We definitely gonna talk, my brother. Salute to you, man. Congrats. All right.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
All right, for sure, man.
Yes, I.
All right. That was Kyle Sexius. Mr. Kyle, fix my credit. That's the man to be, the man who's gonna fix your credit, man. He make me feel kind of like, wow, like 690, 700, you saying nothing with that credit score. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So he guarantee you that you're gonna be from a 740. That's the minimum number that he's guarantee you, 740 and up. He's guarantee you that, man. He's not gonna stop until you get that 740 and better credit score, man. So I probably might have to holler at him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he, if you say 690, 700 ain't shit. I mean, hey, I ain't spending that money, man, just to get to that level, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you get excellent credit, man. I mean, like I said, we never been taught about credit. I heard about credit when I moved to the States. Even when I moved to the States, 20-something years ago, down there 30 years ago, I mean, even then, I didn't really take it seriously. I figured I was young and I still got years, 7 years, it'll come off. You know what I mean? That type of mentality. But as you can see, times move so fast, the things change every day. And it's a lot of things that we try to get in life, and you need good credit. It's not all about the American dollar no more. You can see that. You could have $10,000 in the bank and you still can't get jack. Kyle told you that. You know what I'm saying? So he's all about credit, getting your credit fixed, and he's definitely giving you that information, that education, where we could have substantial income, generational wealth, residual income. So hit him up. He's on his link is on the Facebook Live. So just scroll down, scroll up, find that link, click on it, and go ahead and reach out to him, man. Cool, brother. I really appreciate his time. Thank you all for tuning in. Oh, before I go, I want to just let y'all know about the all-white event. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it right quick before I go. Let me give you all that information. All right, so all my ATLians, listen up. We are back. We are back. The all-white, the Yemen Radio annual 9th anniversary all-white party is back Saturday, September 17th at Mango's Restaurant in Pine Lake. All right, so where that at is on Rockbridge Road. If you're on Rockbridge Road going from east to west or from Memorial Drive all the way down to 124. If you're passing Pine Lake, you have a Family Dollar on the right-hand side. If you're coming from 124, it's going to be on your left-hand side. I think across the street is a tire place, but right before the tire place is Mango's Restaurant. It just opened up, big up to True Crossmore Entertainment. All right, so also check out Captain Ren each and every Friday nights at Mango's. We have Rum Fridays. We're going to be starting up every Friday night. You're going to have the Yemen Radio crew. Tonight they have DJ Ardan. and also as you ranking on the ones and twos. So y'all can check them out. It's free admission. Free admission right now. But on Saturday, September 17th is Yemen Radio 9th anniversary annual all-white party. It's going down at the Mangoes restaurant in Pine Lake. Go on eventbrite.com and get your free ticket now. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to keep saying it every Friday or every time that I talk to y'all on Facebook Live. Go on Eventbrite right now, eventbrite.com, and you're going to look for let me get it for you. You're going to look for the YMR White Party. That's the Yemen Radio White Party. When you see the flyer, of course, yours truly, I'm going to be the host. You're going to see the flyer, the all-white flyer. Click on that Eventbrite. Secure your free tickets now, because the day of the event is going to be a mission. So we're giving you an opportunity to get your free tickets now. Even if you're still, I'm not too sure, go ahead and get your tickets, because like I said, when you get to the door and you don't have your ticket, your free ticket on your phone, you got to pay. You got to pay. All right. So cool, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. And before we go, I want to play my man Malalis, Malgato, and Shalise with their new song, We Good. Again, special good night and thank you to Kyle Sexius for coming to the JMO Talk Show talking about the credit. Make sure you hit him up and get your credit done right. 740 and up. All right, man. See y'all, man. Have a safe weekend. Love y'all, man. Be safe. And like I said, man, let's get it, man. Black people, let's get it. It's all about us, man. We're going to get this thing here right. All right? Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all next week, for sure. Peace.